Oradea Airport is one of the most important linking gates of the northwestern area with the main hotspots of Europe and Romania. The main objective of the airport is to develop new domestic and international air connections and, therefore, to diversify the services offered to passengers, respectively to the companies those passengers represent, in order to achieve the ultimate goal, the economic development of the region and of Bihor County. The increase of traffic in Oradea Airport is supported by a series of measures, some of which have been recently implemented. The modernization and expansion in 2011 of the passenger terminal, which was brought to international standards both aesthetically and functionally, constitutes a first step towards meeting the requirements of accession to the Schengen area. The total amount of the investment is 4.27 million lei, the equivalent of 995,000 euros, of which a considerable amount has been covered by the airport's own revenues. Spaces were restructured, utility facilities were replaced, and communication and surveillance equipment was upgraded. The terminal has been equipped with new furniture, modern architecture and design being prominent. On the ground floor, in the public area, a cafe with separate areas for smokers and non-smokers was set up, as well as a mother and child space. Passport control booths were established for all passenger flows, separate for EU and non-EU citizens, distinct customs checkpoints for passengers who have to declare goods to be checked, and a point of passage for those who have no such good to declare, luggage belt areas for taking luggage over upon departure and recovering it upon arrival. For those using only the call terminal, on the upper floor there is a transit room with spaces and facilities provided, used as a waiting room for passengers who have undergone control and are waiting to get on board, a cafe, and access to the upper floor for passengers who are transiting or transferring will be done by means of an escalator. Here, spaces were provided for the customs office, the border police, as well as asylum seekers, spaces equipped with their own toilet rooms and another mother and child space. All toilet rooms of the terminal were rehabilitated, those in the public areas, the areas for grouping passengers into arrival and departure flows, and administrative areas as well. Spaces were provided in which a travel and ticketing agency operates, 2 rent-a-car spots, 2 boarding gates were set in place, a toilet for persons with reduced mobility, a space for departure flows separate from that of VIPs, diplomats, aircraft crews and persons with reduced mobility, spaces providing on request a protocol lounge for VIPs and another for officials, compartments for body control and one for baggage reconciliation checking. The spaces necessary for the carrying out of the Romanian intelligence services activity were enlarged and rearranged, new anti-terrorism control equipment and scanning gates were purchased. Also, smoke and fire alarm and detection systems were installed, as well as air conditioning and ventilation systems. Finishing and painting works were carried out, granite slabs and a new system of spotlighting were mounted. Information systems were installed, as well as new panels and inscriptions providing directions or guidance for passengers, a complete sound system, advertising and TV, information office, parking place, taxi station, and 59 video cameras cover the entire terminal, the runway and critical areas of the airport perimeter. Also, Romanian Airport Services ensures the handling activities regarding servicing of aircrafts, processing passengers and luggages. The Great Hall of the terminal has been expanded and separated by automatic doors into arrival and departure areas, and the facade of the terminal building has been restored. Consequently, the terminal and its facilities meet the Schengen rules as of December 2011, when the upgrading works were completed. Also, in the course of year 2012, other outdoor modernization works relating to the passenger terminal were contracted and completed. Outdoor canopy implementation, full improvement of the areas for processing the checked luggage on the arrival flow and departure flow, fitting of a medical emergency consulting room and a toilet room in the restricted area of the terminal, water plumbing and sewage, electrical, heating, plumbing, telecommunication and access works. Also, current building repair works were contracted, rehabilitation of the administrative area offices, of the technical block and industrial building. All these works have contributed to the modernization of the airport. In July 2012, an evaluation of Oradea Airport was performed for the purpose of its certification as airport open to international traffic. The Interministerial Commission verified compliance with the conditions provided by law in terms of airport facilities for processing domestic and international flights. On the basis of the report drawn up by the Evaluation Commission, the Minister of Transport and Infrastructure issued Order number 1322 of 20th August 2012 certifying that Oradea Airport is an airport open to international traffic. To improve the accessibility of Bihor County and Oradea city area, which is essential for local business and tourism, it is important to have, in the near future, at least one connection with a major airport in Europe. To this end, the requirements for operating Airbus and Boeing aircrafts must be satisfied. In this respect, the modernization of existing movement surfaces is planned for years 2014 and 2015 through the implementation of the project Expansion and Modernization of Airport Surfaces, Oradea Airport, a project of expanding and building a takeoff runway 2,100 meters long and 45 meters wide with a coefficient of resistance of 55, a new aviation obstruction lightning system second-class category, a boarding, disembarking platform with a capacity of 6 aircrafts, 2 for Boeing or Airbus and 4 places for ATR, 2 ways for rolling and relieving Alpha and Bravo, 2 precision approach path indicator systems on the both sides of the runway, a new power plant to operate a new aviation obstruction lightning system.